Well, hello, and welcome back to the mid lowdown. Um, I've noticed that I've got a few new subscribers, so I thought I'd go through a little speech that I go through every once in a while, just to let people know what it is that I'm about, what the channel's about, and if it's for you or useful for you in any way. So I have been playing Magic for about 5 years, yeah, 5 years now, 6 years maybe. Um, and I fell in love with the limited pretty early. I started off playing dual decks with a friend. He introduced me to Magic. I fell in love with it immediately. Then eventually I found Commander. I think we played some Commander, and that's where I first figured out about deck building and how much fun that could be. And then from there, I found Limited, and that's when I just completely fell in love with Magic. I got crazy in love with it because it combined building a deck on the fly with playing Magic, and to me that just was the perfect way to play Magic. So this channel is just kind of me cataloging my own journey, trying to get better at Magic, and get better at Limited specifically. And I figured I would be doing this off screen if I wasn't doing it on screen, so I figured I may as well just record it because I'm going to be sitting here doing it anyway. Try and talk through some of my decisions, and hopefully that people will learn from me in some capacity. Now, I still would only consider myself to be not a high level Magic player, sorry, like a good to very good Magic player, but not a great Magic player, not an excellent Magic player. So this is my journey to trying to become an excellent Magic player. And I'm hoping if you're already excellent or you're already great, you're not going to learn anything from me. If you've been playing for 20 years or 15 years and 10 years, you're a limited head, you mightn't necessarily learn that much from me. But if you're just starting out in your journey, or if you're somewhere in the middle, this is the place for you. You'll pick up something from me, or you by watching me, you'll see me make mistakes or make good decisions, or make some interesting picks that might inform you your decision making process going forward. So that's enough about that. Sorry if any of you have been here before, you've heard that before. I do apologize. Now I was grinding some gold off screen, so I was, and I found that I was actually pretty sharp. I'm playing some good Magic. So even though it's like 1 a.m. here, I said, let's get in for a Premier draft for Lost Caverns because I'm pretty sharp. I don't like playing Magic when I'm brain dead, and like at 1 a.m. if it's been a long day. Sometimes you're brain dead, but I don't feel brain dead today. So we're gonna grind out here and try and get 4, 5, 6, 7 wins if we can. I've had good experiences with Terror Tide recently. This is kind of rough because the 3 best cards in this pack are arguably the 4 best cards in this pack are black, right? But what are we taking? We're not going to take. I would take like a comparatively strong card in a different color, given how highly contested black's going to be, because the first 4 picks are likely to be these 4. But that's not going to happen. We're not going to get. There's nothing here that's worth taking over. You could take Volatile Wanderglyph, arguably, and try and hope that red blue's open, or red white even, but red blue really. Now I'm gonna have a look at card data for 17 lands and see which is the best black card there. I'm certain, without a shadow of a doubt, that it's Deep Cavern Bat, and I was correct. So we are just going to take Deep Cavern Bat. And maybe, if we're lucky, people are avoiding black and one of these black cards comes back around. Now, Deep Cavern Bat doesn't care what kind of black deck it goes in, it's just good. So that means we've got a little bit more options here. Now we're in a very strange situation again because we've got 2 extraordinarily strong blue cards. And 2 good black cards. Now, I think the blue cards are better. But are they better enough? So again, I'm just going to have a quick look at 17 lands. And I will do this on occasion, especially when I'm rusty. I haven't played that much in a couple of weeks. So if we're looking at the best card here for black, which I do believe is Tithing Blade, that's at a 61.2% win rate with top players. And in blue, we're looking at a Staunch Screammate at a 64.9. That's what I would have thought. And then Waterwind Scout following closely behind. So, do we... This is the problem, right? So our first pick's, but other people in black are going to be in black, and then somebody's going to take Waterwind Scout out of this. Or maybe they go the opposite way and they take Tithing Blade. Now, Staunch Crewmate is not at its best in a blue-black deck, but it is the best card in this pack. And I think taking Tithing Blade here will be a mistake because Staunch Crewmate is that much stronger. Just because Reliquary's in the conversation, but a white-black is not a color combination I want to be in. So here we are. So this is where we get paid off for taking that. That was a difficult decision, you know. And you could say to yourself, just take the best black card. Don't go into another color just yet. But Staunch Crewmate is good enough. 3% points better, percentage points better, and we get paid off by getting ourselves a Lodestone Needle. Now again, the problem is these decks are really strong in blue and black, so we're going to be fighting for blue and black here. The only problem is blue and black is not the worst color pair, but in the bottom tier of color pairs. So maybe people just don't fight for it too much. You know, there could be pools that are you know, trying too hard and will just not play black. So maybe we just wheel a lot of good black stuff. And yes, blue black pirates with the Staunch Crewmate is not necessarily a thing, but you know, you can just make blue black good stuff. Sorry. So we'll just take the needle. It's nice removal. Staunch Crewmate is just a good 2-drop, you know. Alright, here we've got the Chupacabra Echo. It's a no-brainer, right? Because if we're doing Descend in any capacity, which it's going to be hard to not do Descend in some capacity, you know, knowing the cards are in blue and black, it's going to be hard to not do it, even if we don't necessarily get the premium cards. We're going to pick that. But I am interested just to know the difference for top players between Chupacabra Echo and Bitter Triumph. Because I think Bitter Triumph is a pretty low-rated card, right? Chupacabra Echo is a 65, basically. Yeah, there's almost a 4 percentage point difference. Now, I would have thought that it wasn't close. That would be my opinion. Bitter Triumph not performing that well in the set compared to Chupacabra Echo, just because the Echo gets you a very similar effect if you're in that kind of deck, without having to discard a card or pay life, and it's a body, right? And it can be recurred, right? Recursion is a big thing in this set. You know, you've got another chance. We've got Defossilize. Now, this is where we wish we'd picked up the Dusk Rose Reliquary, because a Clearfire Bricks going 5th pick should not happen. Now, I think, funnily enough, well, maybe we don't pick Fungal Fortitude because it's a weak card, right? But Fungal Fortitude actually works extremely well in our deck because we have 3 ETB abilities right here. Now, Chupacabra Echo Decavern not necessarily, because when it dies, they get the card back. So you don't gain any anything from reactivating the ability. But the thing is, Fungal Fortitude is not a card you want to pick up first, right? You don't want to pick it up early, you want to pick it up late. So I'm just looking at how good is Rascal Puzzledor in blue-black with top players at 60%, which is pretty low for top players, to be fair. So we can take a Wailing Pirates, a Brine Fang, or a Ray of Ruin. So if I had Defossilize, I'm taking Brine Fang. If this deck was more about tempo, I'm taking Wailing Pirates. But given that this deck seems to be grindier, right? So we've got like tap thing, sort of spinner wheels thing, hand assumption, and removal. I think just taking the 5-drop removal spell is the correct play. I don't love Ray of Ruin, and I would like to pick it up slightly later than 6th pick. I don't think it's a 6th pick quality card. It's close to it, but one of them is fine, especially if you have no other like instance or no other removals spells. And now we were here, so we would have got a Petrify if we were white. So white may have been the correct place to go. Again, we're going to be fighting, right? Because there's Waterwind Scout Pack 2 that we didn't pick. And then we know we put the guy in our left in black, or one of the guys in our left in black. Like, somebody's got to be taking that, unless this pod is really silly. But a Siren is just all around a good card, no matter what deck you're in. It helps me cast it helps me cast artifacts. It's a flyer. It can be enhanced in some way or another. Now here, it's so both of these cards, Acolyte and Greedy Freebooter, I think are medium. I've got to think Greedy Freebooter is worth more though, right? So let's find out. Let's find out together. Gotta be both, like dragging the bottom. But which one's better? So Acolyte, it looks like Acolyte is better than Greedy Freebooter. No, it's not. Greedy Freebooter is sitting at 60 something. Strange. That's a strange one. Greedy Freebooter is sitting at game and hand win rate of 60.9. I guess just having a 1-drop, right? Now here, Stupefaction or Didact Echo. I'm actually thinking Stupefaction, but it could be either one. So the Echo actually has a slightly higher win rate. But we don't have any Descend enablers so far. So I think I would rather take the Stupefaction because we have like literally no Descend enablers apart from the puzzle lore. So I'm going to take the Stupefaction here. You know, we don't need to worry too much. Okay, well, an Echo of Dusk coming around 10th pick is insane. That's insane. That should, like, you should never see that late. It's like one of the best black cards, commons anyway. And a Cog Aggressor coming in at pick 11? What is going on? Right, now, this is actually a point where I'm starting to look at... Oh, okay, well, now I highly regret taking the Song of Stupefaction because I don't think we want to necessarily. And that's, again, if I was a better drafter, I would have remembered the Song of Stupefaction from the earlier pack and taken the Didact Echo on the off chance that we wheel it. So that, again, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm a good drafter. Maybe even a very good drafter, but not a great one. We'll just try and get our opponents into the colours that we're not playing, but Child of Volcano is not going to do that, I don't believe. Now, interestingly enough, do we want a Siren or do we want a Waterwind Scout? I've got to assume the Siren is a better performing card, but we're not like trying to be. But it's just so good. Even if we're not trying to be aggressive, it's just so good. It's just a 1-drop, getting like a really valuable 1-drop, you know. So even if we're not playing, like it doesn't play in the blue black's plan, but it's just so strong. So now we've got 4 1-drops, right? So this blue black deck's getting on the board early. Right? They're not necessarily strong aggressive 1-drops, but they're things that can go off the board, right? So Self-Reflection is nice if we're doing a bunch of milling. See, Self-Reflection is a card I would like to wheel. But Fanatical Offering, it's not strong enough to realistically pick over Self-Reflection. Now again, I'm just checking, I just want to know. So Self-Reflection's got to be really low, right? Self-Reflection, yeah, it's 59.5, which on top players is low. Fanatical Offering, I guarantee, is way above that. Or at least relatively above it, sorry. It's actually lower. Wow, okay. Okay. That's not so bad. And what about a Cog Aggressor then? Gotta feel like it's way above Self-Reflection. Yeah, well, it's not way above, to be fair. It's like a percentage point and a half. With 2 Song of Stupefactions and the possibility to pick up a couple of other things, I want to grab the Self-Reflection, just have some top end. We do have creatures worth... Cine's bet this over 0 caves. A Malicious Eclipse, which is, you know, hit or miss. Or a Hoverstone Pilgrim. I think I'm going to take the Pilgrim here. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Pilgrim. Pilgrim is a nice card, strong card. Okay, how does Gore Stalker... yeah, we're not going to get much black in this pack. Or blue, because that's the colours we put guys into. Excuse me. Smack my mic. But we'll try and hold the course here. So, Gore Stalker. We do have the Greedy Freebooter. But our creature count's relatively low, right? 9's not too bad. Eaten by Piranhas. My inclination is to take the Gore Stalker. Eaten by Piranhas. Gotta be like one of the worst performing cards. It really is as well. And the Abyssal Gore Stalker. We'll default to the Gore Stalker here just to have some tab end. Defossilize. Now that's a card that I do like. It's not at its best in black blue, but it can do some work. Okay, now we don't have any vampires apart from the Echo of Dusk. So this is a 5 on a 5/4. When ETBs are attacks, we'll try to give it back to the Fanatic card. Use that. How many pirates do we have? We have a Siren. No, sorry, vampires. We have one. We've one vampire currently. We can't pick up more though. Nah, Defossilize has got to be better. Like no matter what way you cut it. Defossilize. Defossilize has got to be better than Queensway Paladin though, right? Significantly better, right? It's just not a good card. There's just not enough vampires in the set, right? Alright, so I think here, we're definitely not taking Songs to a Faction. I don't think we want a second Puzzle Door. Acolyte Agnes, that's pretty weak, so we'll just take another Siren. Here I will take the first Tithing Blade over the Siren. Okay, we're actually getting past more blue than I would expect. Huh, Echo of Dusk or Ancestral Reminiscence? That's a question. Card draw is how these decks win, and our card advantage isn't that good. How many 2-drops I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna take the card draw. Just to fill out the curve as well. Yeah, I don't necessarily believe that's the correct pick necessarily, but with oh well, there's another 2-drop that can just fill in the spot for us. So yeah, because these are not 2-drops. Crewmate, now how many pirates are you hitting? Currently you can hit a Spyglass Siren. This is a pirate. Is Copper Wrestler a pirate? No, it's a gnome. 1, it's 2. So you can hit 2 pirates, 3, 4 pirates, right? That's actually pretty good so far. 4 pirates, because it also hits artifacts. It's Hoverstone Pilgrim, it's 5. Then Lotion Needle 6. Then it's Tithing Blade 7. And then there's a Copper Wrestler, it's 9. That's actually quite good. Okay, so we've ended up with a strange low curve blue-black deck. Huh. Removal Suite, Ray of Ruin, Song of Stupefaction, Chupacabra Echo. We're not doing much self-mill, honestly. But we do have the Puzzle Door. Okay, so let's look at our self-mill. Puzzle Door, Song of Stupefaction. That's 2. Self-Reflection also. No, sorry, not that, sorry. Ancestral Reminiscence also mills. So that's 4. We're not playing a counterspell, I can't imagine. We don't have much in the way of instant speed stuff. We have 2 Wrestlers and a Needle. But are we playing 2 greedy freebooters? It's highly unlikely. So we'll grab you out of air if we're considering playing that, maybe. We'll bring it across, set it over here. Relics War can go on the board. It's very unlikely we're going to play that. Yeah, white would have been the colour to be in, I think. I think black-white was the colour to be in. A third Song of Stupefaction. Well. Okay. Really, really, really bad pack for us. There's just nothing we want. Let me see. We have exactly 0 3-drops, right? So maybe just take the Skull Taker. We have exactly 0 3-drops. That's a problem, to be fair. But a 4-drop. Another 4-drop. And technically another 4-drop. So we're priced into playing that. I can't imagine 3 Songs to Factions is where we want to be. We've got very few 3s. We haven't seen much. We had a Waterwind Scout option earlier. I think we do want... I can see us wheeling the Merfolk Cave Diver or the Acolyte. So I think we'll take the Brine Fang here. That's something to wheel. Now, Abyssal Gorestalker runs pretty well with a Greedy Freebooter. So... I think maybe we're forced to play the Skull Taker here. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so this deck's looking a little bitty in the sense that it's not great. So it's not. So what's our artifact count? We're at 9 artifacts, and then our pirate count is 5, and now that's including the Storm Screaming. So we've got loads of hits. Visage of Dread. What about Splash and the Deep Fathom Echo? I mean, that is a strong card. How capable are we of splashing currently? We have a Buried Treasure that we might play, but probably won't play. Runaway Boulder. Very little. No, there's nothing to help us splash. I think we let that Deep Fathom Echo go. And we pick up either a Sentry or a Visage of Dread. I'm going to have a quick flick and see what the... So, Sentry is pretty low, I'm sure. Yeah. Let's take the Visage instead. Some hand disruption between that, the Snail, and the Bat. We're on pretty decent. And we do have enough 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we do have enough bodies to come down and turn. Right. So, you have a lot of low drops, honestly. Huh. Probably just take another Staunch Crewmate here over the Iceberg. That Skull Taker's got to go, I think. Oh, this is going to be a tough build, actually. I'll bring the Skull Taker back in. I've been very impressed with the Council of Echoes, like very impressed. So I'm going to pick up one of those. Not one of these 6s has to go, though. Now, our deck's kind of pulling in 2 different directions here. You know, I think we need to cut some of the low drops. But maybe we just bring in the 3rd Song of Stupefaction, honestly. Because Council of Echoes is a wonderful card if you can enable it. And with 3 Song of Stupefactions, the Puzzle Door, I think we'll cut 1 Wrestler. We'll cut the Freebooter as well, because we've got so much going on early. And I don't want to cut any of these. These are all good. Skull Taker's just not good enough. Out of Air's not good enough. Oh, this is... Oh my god, this is so tight. Deadweight, another chance of Bird Iceberg. What does our deck need the most? We've got enough 6s and 7s and 5s. We don't necessarily need the Iceberg that much. I'm just gonna grab you another chance here. Oh, I could take a Siege of Diaz, but like the Scout's just far too good. So the guys must have got bullied off blue-black, honestly. Take another Freebooter. Wow, building this deck's gonna actually be a nightmare. Because now we did not get like a nutty blue-black deck at all. We did not get like a nutty one. But we've got a lot of pieces of a strong blue-black deck, but they're like 2 different sides of the blue-black deck. Like, there's a really strong late-game deck here, and there's a really strong early-game deck here. But I don't think we have the ability to push the early-game deck out. We're not going to play 2 Out of Air, so we'll grab a Mycoid just to give us more options, I guess. But yeah, we're going to have to like really work on this build. You know, it's been a long time since I've spent like 20 minutes building a deck, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing that because we've, as I said, we've got 2 strange cards here. Okay, the Acolyte of Aclazots, just to have a 3-drop. Right? That's all I'm picking it for. The Sentry, or do I want a Necropolis at this point? We've got enough late game stuff, and the Sentry could be really powerful, depending on how we build our deck. It's got really good defensive. Another Ray of Ruin, or a Puzzle Door. I can't imagine we're going to want 2 Rays of Ruin in this deck. It's looking top heavy enough as it is. Yeah. 2 Brine Fangs, and we're running to Fossilize. Or Waterlogged Hulk to go Turbo Mill. I think we take the Hulk here, honestly. I don't know what I picked there. I'd pick the Brine Fang. Fair. Like, that was close either way. Out of Air. Okay. Wow. This is going to be really difficult for me. This is, as I said, this deck is split way down the middle, and like we need to focus it, or we're going to be in a lot of trouble. So let's take all these lands out. Let's take all these creatures out. Okay. And let's just work the deck forward, right? So let's just start with cards that are strong, and we know they're making the cut no matter what. So we'll go with the Chupacabra Echo. We know that's making the cut. And I'm being very selective when I talk about cards that are making the cut. I'm talking about the top cards, in my opinion. Okay, these are the top cards, in my opinion. So, Waterman Scout and Spyglass Siren are both good in their own. Now, they both make map tokens, right? So that helps with Descent. Because we can't bottom the card that we reveal if it's not something we want. But they're only, I would consider them like probably slightly less than half a Descent, you know? So let's consider both of these to be 1 Descent trigger, right? Now, they're both, one of them's a pirate. Staunch Crewmate is just good because it's a 2-mana 2/1 that draws you a card and it gives you a little bit of selection. So it's going to make it in this deck because it's artifact or pirate, which makes it busted, you know? Because even in just these like loose cards that we have, it already hits the Siren and the Needle and one of itself. So it's already got 3 hits in a selection of 7 cards. So it's already like 40% to hit. Okay, so currently our best cards are the Crewmate, the Echo, and the Bat. and both of the flyers, right? So the flyers don't need anything to make them better. The Staunch Crewmate needs more artifacts to make it better, or more pirates to make it better. The Deep Cavern Bat doesn't need anything to make it better. Lowstone Needle doesn't need anything to make it better, but it does work with the crewmate. Now, okay, so craft an artifact and then creature explorers. That's good. Exploring flyers is good for me. I've already got some explore triggers, so we probably want both of these segments. Okay, so that makes sense, right? Because we can explore onto those. They're also pirates, they're also artifacts, so they work with the crewmen. Okay. No, Water Scout is huge because it's one of our only 3 drops. Alright, now, Deep Cavern Bat doesn't need anything to make it better, so we can sit it there. Now, we've already got 5 2-drops. Now, we want somewhere in the region of, I think 10 is like the optimal number of 1 and 2 drops, you know. With a slight, obviously, a preference for 2 drops. Now, we can bring in, no, let's not talk about Song of Stupefaction yet. Yeah, let's not talk about that yet, or the Puzzle or the Cogwheel Rest. We'll come back to those. So let's put the needle where it belongs for now. Nothing really enhances it except for more artifacts, and we already have 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. Okay, so we want to have enough where if we play the Lodestone Needle, we have an artifact to craft out of it. So we want an artifact in the bin, or we want an artifact that's laying around. So 2 map tokens are already there. A lot of times we're using them to explore, so it's hard to count those, but okay, so Tithing Blade, we know that's going to 100% go in. Nice interactive spell that flips into a win condition late in the game. So let's actually count that for now as a 5-drop, right? Because that's a 5-drop thing. A crafted creature. What's a creature count like? 8. That's actually strong. That's really strong. Okay. Now, the Fossilized is an exceptional card. Well, it is a late game card, and it works better if you have at least 1 of the self-milling cards. So we'll keep 1 of those in because that works better with 2 Fossilized that way. Now there's also Chupacabra Echo we can call back, Deep Cavern Bat we can call back, Scout. We've got a lot of good creatures we can get back with that, so that's solid. We know that's solid. And maybe playing 2 Brain Fangs, that will be too much. Because Cycle into the Fossilized is very strong. But the problem is that in this set, 2 mana to cycle a card and do nothing is not strong. So now we're going to bring the Council of Echoes in, but then we need to send 4 for that. So then we're like getting into like we need to be descending here. Right, so let's look at how much we naturally descend in this deck, right? So let's say it's half a descend with these 2. Lodestone Needle doesn't do any descending. Oaken Siren doesn't do any descending. Deep Cavern Bat doesn't do any descending. None of these cards do descending by themselves, so that's weak. So maybe we don't want to focus on descent. Now the Puzzle Doors help us descend. The Songs of Stupefaction help us descend. As does the Ancestral Reminiscence. But is that what we're looking to do here? Well, we do want descent for the Echo. Makes it much stronger. It makes the Echo of Dust much stronger. The Snail is just here to do some like hand disruption, so it's not that strong. So we'll put an Echo of Dusk in because it's a very strong card if we can get the descend off. A Self-Reflection can be very strong, and we do have a lot of good creatures to self-reflect, I think. Let's consider it a 4-drop if we're descending. So at that point, we're kind of hoping that we're descending. So maybe we pick up, we play at least 2 Song of Stupefactions at that point. We'll move them over here for now. That might be awkward to look at, so we'll move it just there for now. Now it's 17, but I might still play even just 16 lands, or 17 lands, because our deck's like hungry. You can already see, look at this. There's 4. Oh yeah. So let's have a look. Council of Echoes is considered a 61.1. Yeah, that feels right to me. Staunch Crewmate is actually rated lower than Council of Echoes in blue-black, would you believe it? That's crazy. It makes perfect sense though. And then Araska Puzzle Door is right there. That's a card I'm really considering. And then Self-Reflection is below that, and then Oaken Siren is like at the bottom with 59.1. So that's like probably where we want to stop. Song of Stupefaction sitting there at 57.8. Okay. That's low. That's very low. 57.8. Okay, so we need to consider that. I like to look at these because like I'm not Stephen Hawking. Like I don't understand everything to the perfect extent of it. Titan Blade's looking very high. How is Thing doing? Visage of Dread. I reckon it's pretty low. It's still 60.5. It's pretty solid. Another chance sitting there at 59.8. Okay, and then the Abyssal Gorestalker, Acolyte of Aclazot's not looking good here. Now, okay, let's look at middle players and see how Abyssal Gorestalker's doing, just out of interest. Because I'm probably like towards the top of middle players or below that. Abyssal Gorestalker is just pretty low, so I think we can pretty much ban that off. So maybe we cut one Song Stupefaction. So let's consider Song Stupefaction one self mill. Brine Fang can be considered one self mill. And then the Siren and the Water and Sky considered one, so we're sitting at like 3 right now, which isn't great. So let's play a Puzzle Door, which I do always like. They just cycle themselves. At that point, I probably should cut a land if I'm going to play that and Marauding Brine Fang. I should probably consider playing 16. Right. Coward Wrestler, I like having one of those for interaction, but maybe 2 is a bit much. And Ancestral Reminiscence, we win off card advantage, right? That's how we win. That's how decks like this win. So how much card advantage do we currently have? Defossilized is not card advantage, but the Exploration counts for some card advantage. Chupacabra Echo is card advantage. Self-Reflection, if you can mill it, cast it, it's not card advantage even then. So that's not great. Yeah, so I think we play one Ancestral Reminiscence because, I mean, how is a deck like this going to win otherwise? And if we're starting to play Council of Echoes and Self-Reflection and Ancestral Reminiscence, then we're not the fast version of the deck, right? We're the slow version at that point. Yeah. Now, currently we're sitting at 12 creatures. That's enough for me to want to play another chance, honestly. Then we bring in a Ray of Ruin to help do some damage. And we have 3 more slots, maybe 4 if we're lucky. So at that point, let's assume we have 4 slots, right? I think we will. And then maybe then if we have 4 slots, we want to be playing 2 Araska Puzzle Lords. But assuming we have 4 slots, right? Or look at top players, I've got to feel like Hoverstone Pilgrim is performing very well. It's just a card that does well in these kind of decks. We're not going to mill ourselves out, so we don't need to worry about it. Hoverstone Pilgrim sitting at 60.2. Solid. Very solid. Okay. The Gorestalker's gone. The Mycoid's gone. The Deep Goblin Skull Ticker's gone. We do need 3 drops, but this 3 drop is so weak that I'm not considering it. And Acolyte of Aclazot's is not far off. Okay. Problem is, I want to have at least 8 blue sources if I'm going to play 2 Puzzle Lords, which means that I'm less inclined to play the Brine Fang. It is hard to kill though. It is Ward 3. That is hard to kill, but 2 of those seems weak. Let's have a look at how the Brine Fang's performing. Sorry for anyone who finds this a bit much, but I'm trying to use my bloody head here. But the problem is I'll burn myself out thinking about this stuff. Brine Fang is sitting at a very low win rate. Yeah, 58.2. I feel like it's got to have a little bit of value with the what do you call it? I've got to feel like it's got a good bit of value with the Defossilizing the deck, so I'm going to keep it. So maybe we play another song. So how much self mill have we got? We agreed that this plus the thing was like 4. Puzzle Door's 5. Add another Puzzle Door, that's 6. Well, that's starting to get in the direction we want. Then another Song of Stupefaction, as opposed to another Cogwork Wrestler, yeah. Then what's our Artifact count at? 7. And our Pirate count at 5. So that's sitting us at 11. 11's really solid, honestly. And we've got 2 more picks here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, that's Lotion Needle is not a 2-drop, let's be real. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then the Puzzle Doors count. I would like 1 more. The Shipwreck Sentry could be nice here. Right? So Shipwreck Sentry over a second Cogwork Wrestler. Another chance. We're sitting on 12 creatures currently. And another chance does help us mill. And it is a 3-drop, which could help a lot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Let's look at this in terms of curve now. So Brine Fang. Let's assume it's a 2. Songs to a Faction. Let's assume that's like a 5, maybe a 4. Siren obviously a 1. Ocean Needle, let's assume that's like a 5. So curve's looking pretty. It's not looking that great. It's looking pretty beefy. But of course they don't. These may be played on that turn, but they don't count for that turn. I can still double spell with these. So okay, we'll bring them over. No, we'll leave them where they are. Okay. Now. So at this point, I don't want to be getting a greedy freebooter back. I don't think I need more than 4 1-drops. And then if you count these as creatures, I got 1, 2, okay, well, I'll count the rest. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's gotta be like good enough. You know, especially for a deck like this is trying to win in the late game. So at this point, for the last card, I'm just going to let 17 lands decide, honestly. So, Self-Reflection, Sage of Days. Ogun Sirens at 59.3. Then after that, it's the Brian Fang. So, Stupefaction is 57.8. That's really low. And then the Shipwreck Star is 57.1. Ancestral Reminiscence is actually sitting at... What's it sitting at? Not even enough plays for it to be good. Huh. That I find hard to believe though. Like some card advantage is just nice, man. I played it a couple of times. It was really good. You know, I find that hard to believe. Another chance. Snail is sitting at 60 flat. Visitor Dread is sitting at 60.4. So maybe we just... And Greedy Fever is actually sitting above Ray of Ruin. Right, okay. So maybe this is a situation where we just trust the numbers. So we'll play 1 Stupefaction. We'll cut the Reminiscence, right? We'll play a Freebooter. We'll play a Snail. That brings up to 23. It says we shouldn't play the Brian Fang, but I gotta feel like that's working for us. And then we play the Visage of Dread. And actually, to be fair, the Hoverstone Pilgrim is sitting at something else. Yeah, but our curve at 5 is pretty good though. We play a Visage of Dread. Okay, Hand Disruption. And then, do we play the Hoverstone Pilgrim? How many 5 drops have we got? We got the Defossilize. What's our creature count like? 14? That's pretty good for Defossilize. And targets that are good: 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I would consider that pretty good. Like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I would consider all of those good. Okay. So, we're sitting on 24 now. What's our lowest rated card that we're currently running, you know? In black, it's actually another chance at 59.7. And then in blue, it's, blue is the Hulk. I'm not cutting the Hulk, though. Maybe 2 Puzzle Doors is a bit much. So cut the Puzzle Door. What are we playing? What are we looking to play here instead? The Hoverstone Pilgrim. And then the Puzzle Door sitting at what? 60.6. And then the Hoverstone Pilgrim is sitting at like 60.5, right? 60.2. Okay, and then we have a lot of 5s going on. Yeah, so we just leave the Hoverstone Pilgrim where it is. Keep playing this. Yeah, okay. And then just go 88. How's that look? That looks about right to me, yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh crap, this happens all the time. Okay, we're playing with Caverns of Ixalan. So we'll go 88 with this and give it a shot. The Brian Fang, I guess we're kind of hoping to mill it naturally. Now the problem is how much natural mill do we have? So what do you call it? 1. We're not playing the other card. 2. Oh, we've very little natural mill, which makes the Self-Reflection so much worse. I don't know. Very little natural mill, you see, that's the problem. You know, we didn't get, like, what would you call it? We didn't get many in the way of Deathcap Marionettes, things like that. Even a Sage of Days. Maybe I should have picked that up earlier. Maybe we just play it on Ancestral Reminiscence, honestly, for that little bit of card draw. Okay, this is taking a really long time, I'm aware of that. Maybe we just play a more assertive deck that doesn't rely that much. Okay, I'm just going to play it as it is currently. I could see some changes being made. Like, it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of awkward. We ended up in a really awkward spot. Because this deck is semi-assertive, but also not, you know. So, but by taking out the card draw, I have made it less grindy in that sense, you know, which might be a good thing, honestly. We'll see how it plays. Keep 7, yeah, sure. white red could be aggressive enough. Belligerent Ear, that's not a card I'm interested in playing against. So let's play a Staunch Crewmate to trade off with that if we possibly can. I'll try and restock our hand. Play Freebird. That's nice actually. A 1-1 that we can play next turn in addition to something else could be good. Because now I can trade with this Yearling. Dies in the dice. Yeah, but it doesn't give any. Yeah, it doesn't give any toughness, so that's fine. As long as we can trade. We're taking 3 damage. Yeah, no. Alright. Oh, I would have actually liked a 3rd black source here because I want to play the greedy freebooter. Huh, that's awkward. Well, let's just go Visions of Dread here. Now, the card I'm least able to handle. No matter what 2-drop I take off, he's going to get to take it. What's the card that I'm least able to handle? Sunshot Militia, if he starts getting out of control, could be a problem. Now, what's my play next turn? I'll have 4 mana. I can play the Skullcap Snail and leave up the Lowstone Needle to tap something down. He has no lands. Yeah, let's assume he's. Yeah, let's just take a Sunshot Militia and then play an island here. Oh, I didn't think about that actually. I forgot that would have triggered the dice device. That's per play on my behalf actually. So let's play the Skullcap Snail now. Get something out of his hand. I've got to assume it's going to be a Willow's Awakening. Maybe not. Oh, he got rid of the Panicked Allosaur. That's a card I'm pretty worried about, so that's fine. If he's stuck on 2, the best thing for me to do here currently is just to slow him down. I could Brine Fang to wheel it, but I have time to do that, so I'm just, my play is just to slow him down. I know he gets to scry, yeah, I'm aware of that, but like... Okay, so I'm set at 5 mana currently. So I can craft that with an artifact, but I have nothing worthwhile. Another chance could be good. With the Staunch Crewmate in deck, another chance could be good. I have to hit something. I do want to start getting some milling going on though. But I can't play another chance and Greedy Freebird, unfortunately. I could craft that with a Visions of Dread. I could also Island Cycle with the Brine Fang. No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, let's another chance. Middle 2. Excellent. Trying the Staunch Crewmate and the Spyglass Iron to my hand, yeah. Then play the island and then play the Staunch Crewmate. And then hopefully I'll hit another Staunch Crewmate, that's nice. Now the problem is Dynamaton, if he draws a land here, is going to oh no, it's going to get haste though. So that's the problem. We do need to hit some removal currently. Okay, he's stuck on that. So I mean we have 5 mana currently, so we can Staunch Crewmate, Spyglass Iron and Tithing Blade. That would seem like the correct play to make. Yeah. Let's Staunch Crewmate first, just to see what we draw. It might change some things. He might have some removal, I don't care if he does. Got a Siren there, that's nice. I'm not going to use the mana with the Spyglass Siren and the... I'm not going to use that, so let's just play this. And technically holding on the Tithing Blade shouldn't make much of a difference. Because either Deep King, deal 2 damage to any target, kills my Siren? Oaken Siren, yeah, that's fine. Okay, it doesn't change anything at all. If he has a land now, I'll say heal his last, doesn't change anything. Oh, but it does transform now. That's nice. So he has an extra land now. That shouldn't do anything. And if he doesn't have anything, that's possibly he doesn't. We can really kick off here. Okay, perfect. So now you have 5 mana so that we can go Tithing Blade into Scout, which I think is the correct play. So we just Tithing Blade. Kill the 2/2. Then all attack. get in for 6, I think, or yeah. We'll play a Scout. Another map token now. Now his play is what? Like, he could have Willow's Awakening for 1? Caprock is someone. Okay, that's fine. So what is my turn here? What does my turn look like? He shuts down my attacks on the ground. But I can deep Cavern Bat here, which I think is what I will do. Take that card. And then I think we can craft this at this point. Do we have a Siren? Yeah, let's just... We'll craft the needle, probably. Exile this guy. So that 1. Yeah, I think that's the best fix. Then we start discovering our Cavern Bat next turn. And then we just send our 3 guys in the air. Because just 1 land, which we're bound to hit. Well, I could have discovered that turn to try and hit the land for the Echoes. But I'm exiling so much stuff in my yard that the Echoes doesn't matter. So he's got a land, nothing to do there. He can flip something? He can attack a Caverns and then tap 2 untap artifacts to discover a deconstruction, which just does nothing. And then at this point, my Skull Capsule is doing nothing, so I'm just going to let that be the trade. And then at this point, if he doesn't have a play, we just win. Half-Foot Gnome is not a play. I can tap 3 to destroy an artifact, but I don't know what artifact he would possibly destroy. Okay, so we're dealing 4 in the air. So if I get one of these discoveries off, I just win. One of these explorers off. So I think we can bin that. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's lethal. Let's just have some fun though and start cracking this all over the place. Super Gecko, yeah, we'll keep that. Yeah, the game's over. The game's over. Okay. Deck played well. There wasn't too much in the way of fluff in that game, so yeah, I feel good about that. So the hand disruption was excellent that game. My opponent did get stuck on lands a little bit, which helped a lot. Deck felt a little soft at the bottom there, you know. We could have been overrun with a better curve out, but then, I mean, if red white really curves out properly, or an aggressive deck curves out properly, it's hard to compete with it no matter what your deck is doing. So it's a very strange blue-black deck. It is not that grindy, really. Opponent goes first. Got a strong Screwmate off the top. That was in response to a Belligerent Yearling turn 2 on the play. It's not easy. This is a hand I'm happy enough with. Stone Screwmate's going to restock it to some extent. And like we're going to play a Stone Screwmate now because we see the Tomb Raider, so we're going to play the Stone Screwmate straight away. He plays an artifact, dies in base, so we're going to hit for 3 here. Okay, so we're playing a similar sort of deck, but Dowsing Device is kind of a 0 in many ways, so we've got to hope to hit here. We should do. Our deck is set up to hit here every time. Like our deck's set up to hit it every time. Take the Siren, I think. And if he has removal, we're in a little bit of trouble, of course. So he's got his own shenanigans going on, but he's splashing, so that could give us an advantage. His deck might be a little slower. If he sends a 2-2 in, we just block. Straight up. Yep. I will take that all day, boss. That's not what I said here. Alright. Now, let's have a look here. The Siren trades here, so let's Visions of Dread, actually. We will take the Sunshot Militia for now. Everyone can handle that. And then the Siren. And I will trade my Siren for his Stone Screwmate. Now if he, so he's got a 5-drop, a land, and then an unknown card. Gotta feel like this is a correct play. I'm not feeling sad about leaving this. If he decides to attack with Stone Screwmate, I will trade, just to keep him off my back, and then hopefully we can take over from there. We have another chance here to get back a lot of good creatures, so that's nice. We can get back a Stone Screwmate, restock our hand, get back a 1-1, or even a Water and Scout if that's necessary. He's the bid whether he wants to attack. At the end of the day, I've got my value with the map token, you've got your value with the card. Did he even hit a card off that? I can't even remember I don't recall him revealing anything, so maybe he didn't hit a card. If that's the case, then this exchange is actually good for me. And this is what you want to do. You want to slow down these red-blue decks. The Swampert is already slowing them down, so we want to make sure we can't let him get ahead. If he fires over a removal spell on the Siren, I'm feeling pretty happy with that. Okay, so Counterslip Echoes, that's quite nice. So at this point in time, let's it's Water and Scout, creating a map token. Let's grow the Scout maybe. If we can, the door. Do we want the door? What are we doing next turn? If he plays the thing next turn, or Ray of Ruining next turn, do we want the door? I think we do want the door, funnily enough. And then we're just not going. Well, no, we can attack now because you can just. No, if he plays an artifact next turn, then he becomes a 3/1. So no, we're just not attack. We'll sit back. You know, the Dyson device only gives you power. Yeah, so you can play this guy. What does it do now? Tap 2 on a tower, so increase your control. Target gets +2 assault. Again, doesn't give any defense, only gives power. So technically, yeah, you want to attack with that, that's fine. I can live with that. Because I'm just going to ruin that next turn. So, I feel very comfortable with that. Maybe the puzzle door should have gone in the bin, actually, now I'm thinking of it. Maybe. Yeah, go for it. No blocks. It's going to deal 6 damage. It's a lot, to be fair. But now we'll just Ray of Ruin. What do I want to exile into? Probably not a land. No, I don't want to exile into a land actually, because I'm going to hit. Oh, I do need a second blue though. Okay, so maybe we keep that for now, because I do need a second blue for this Council of Echoes. And then I'm just going to send the 3/3 in. And now it's a sort of a top deck situation, you know. But I'm in I have slightly more control over what's happening here. You know, if he draws like his bomb black card that he's splashing for, we're in trouble. But he could just whiff and hit like. So he's doing that. Assuming so, he's got a trick. He's got Cogwork Wrestler, so we'll just not block. Got to assume he's got Cogwork Wrestler there. Just remove it. Oh, he had a braid. Okay, so I probably would have preferred if he braided that. But again, this is a good situation for us. So now, we're going to leave. Another chance gives me is 3 mana. So it's just another chance right now. Mill 2, please be permanents. Very nice. He has no cards in hand, right? He's probably not going to get cards in hand. What's my right? What's the correct play here? I can Oraska Puzzle Door on a 3-drop. Do I get back the Deep Cavern Bat? Any card he gets, he's just going to play probably. So I think we get back the Scout and the Crewmate. And I think we just... Do we play the Scout or do we play the Staunch Crewmate and the Puzzle Door? No, let's play Staunch Crewmate. No, we can't play both, so we'll just play the Scout. Yeah. No attacks. Just going to leave the Spyglass Siren back. Volatile Font was a pretty poopy draw for him. Let's see what else he's got. Because the idea here is just to keep the Siren back and trade it for the Crewmate. You know, a 1 toughness creature. Just keep trading for it. We're at 9. 9's like 9's not great. I don't like being at 9. That hit from the Fury Strider wasn't great. I don't like being at 9. But there's a lot of leeway, you know. There's a lot of leeway at 9. Defossilise. Get back the Sunshot Militia. Interesting choice. 3/5. Okay, and then you can start tapping and dealing the damage. Okay, so what we want to try and hit our Visage or our Tithing Blade here. Sunshot Militia is not nice. I don't like it. He's just going to tap 2 and ping me for 1. It's probably his play here. We have answers there, so we're sitting at 6 mana currently. We can't bounce anything. So let's just let's explore. I actually want to hit a land here if I can. That's actually exactly what I wanted to hit. So now I have 6 mana. Okay, so we'll play the Puzzle Door first. 1, and then 2 to play that, 2 to play that, and 1 to activate that. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. See, and what did he draw? So, yeah, I knew he was going to draw that. Right, but no, so the thing is, if I can... A puzzler puts itself in the yard, and then if I mill, and I can select as well, and then I can mill 4 and be able to use the Council of Echoes. So realistically, you want to play the Staunch Cremate, hit an artifact, to activate the Dowse device to send one of these guys in. Is what you want to do. Technically, yeah, but I'm trying to kill him quicker than he can kill me. Currently, he's got me. If he plays a Staunch Cremate and he whiffs, if he whiffs, it's pretty rough. If he plays a Staunch Cremate whiffs, I'm on a 4-turn clock, and I've got him on a 3-turn clock. So whiff, go on. Did you build your deck as well as I did? He did not whiff. What do you draw? Wailing Parts. That's pretty good actually. So now you can tap something down. That's really good actually. Interesting choice. I would have tapped down and got in. 3-5. Do I take 3 and I can tap, and I take 5 in total? No, I don't think so. Let's just block. That helps out with my Council of Echoes play. Tap 2, deal 2. I can't really bounce anything worthwhile here. Is he gonna? You may as well tap him actually because they're all fly over. So now we're 4-4 to block the 3-3. 2-meter. Okay, he's got haste. That's a problem, to be fair. That's a problem. This is really close. Next turn I can hit him for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I actually can't even lethal him next turn. This is a huge problem. This is a huge problem. And he can technically just tap a bunch of stuff. So we'll block the 4-4 on the 3-3. We'll block that on that. And then I take 4. He taps, leaves me 1. That's actually okay. So I need some way to gain a little bit of extra life or deal a little bit of extra damage. Otherwise I'm just dead. Because he Sunshot lets us tap, and the next turn taps. So I think we're dead. I think we're dead. But there is an... Oh, so what's our out? 7, 8, 9. Our out is we need 2 more damage. What the hell would that be? Yeah, no, I don't think there is any out here, right? There is no out here. I don't think there's any out here. Well, let's cream it first. See what we got. Funnily enough, Tiding Blade would have kept us alive if we had 1 more point of health. Would have kept us alive if we had 1 more point of health. Maybe the Deep Cavern Bat would have kept us alive just by gaining us life the whole game. Maybe I should have just grabbed that instead, you know. Yeah, the Deep Cavern Bat would have kept us alive. All he doesn't do now is just tap 2 and boom, it's game over. Yeah, so the Deep Cavern Bat was the correct play. I couldn't cast it that turn though. So, yeah, maybe the Deep Cavern, yeah. Unfortunate, man. Very unfortunate. Good game though. Good game. I can't be too mad. We played tight. You know, it didn't break in our favour there. Didn't break in our favour. But yeah, I think perhaps the mistake was just not grabbing the Deep Cavern Bat when I had the chance. Because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get it to activate its ability. But the lifelink would have been huge, especially if I could explore on it. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have just got the deep carbon bat back. That was a mistake, for sure. Wins me that game there. So I need to remember that. Yes, its ability is very nice, but having a lifelinker is huge. What was I thinking, actually? Looking back, that was a terrible decision. I was trying to be efficient with my turn. I think I only had... I don't think I could cast it that turn or something. I should have taken it, though. Yeah, but it was a good back and forth, that game. It was a good back and forth. Okay, playing against Diamond. Nice. I feel like I know that name. I think we play Greedy Freebooter because we can cast the Puzzle Door off the Siren. Yeah, that's got to be the right play, right? So play this first. And the Siren next. And then... Guidewing's fine. Because I can just play... so we'll offer the trade here. Can't imagine he's going to take it. There we go. Then play the Siren. Blocks the Guidewing. If it goes Deconstruction Hammer, equip. Clarify Bricks, that's a good card. So we were playing against a long game deck here as well. 3 mana. So let's go Scout. Put a map token. Now you can crack the map token and make something bigger. Or you can play the Puzzle Door. What makes more sense? Let's play the Puzzle Door for now. Yeah, let's play the Puzzle Door for now. Okay. So I think we need to be taking the aggressive stance here. Cloudguard gives him a 1/1. Okay, so let's start with cracking this. We're not attacking in, so let's just actually activate this guy and crack the door. Okay, and then where do we go? What would I rather have? One of those cards into your hand, out in the graveyard. So let's put that in our hand. Yeah, let's put that in our hand. We have 4 mana. Then let's cast Self-Reflection. Then let's send our 2. No attacks for now. Self-Reflection. Create a copy of Waterwind Scout, I think. Okay, now we're in a slightly better position. That was an awkward draw for us. I don't want the Brine Fang in my hand. So I don't want the Brine Fang in my hand, honestly. I'm a War Scribe. Usually we'll put you with 1 cloud turn. Let me see. If I double block there, so I'm taking 8 here. No, let's just chump the 3/2 with this guy. It's only for 1 turn, so let's do that. Scry 1. Bottom the land, dude. No, yeah, we bottom the land here, yeah, for sure. Excellent. Now you have 5 mana. So I think we echo the Cloud Guard. Yeah, we do. We echo the Cloud Guard, for sure. That's a nice play. That can trade with that can block that. So I think we explore here. We'll keep that on top. That's nice. And then we can explore again and attack for 6. Without tapping the Siren as well. No, let's just attack for 6 as we are. And then, are we wasting mana at this point? I mean, we could just tap the Siren. No, let's leave it as it is for now. Okay, so this feels... I don't feel great about this. Clearfire Bricks is 7 to flip though. He's only on 5, so that's nice. I don't feel great about this. I want to keep the treasure around for the Council of Echoes, because there could be trades made here big time. The Echo's blocking that War Scribe all day. Willing Pirates, tap in Echo. Yeah, fair, get in for 4. We got to deal with them guiding at some point, so let's do that. Down to 7. Yeah, somebody's getting an Explorer off here. Okay, that's nice for me. Low Sun Needle is good for me though, so we got to keep that up. So at this point, let's explore onto the 3/3. Make it a 4/4. Block the pirates possibly. Okay, no. So we're sitting on 5 mana now. Okay. So next, now if we get attacked back, we're taking a lot. But this puts us in a decent position. Yeah, no, let's send everybody in here. And attack me at 6 mana. So I could just play the Council without the effect. It's a 4/4 flyer. No, I think I'd rather play the Echo Dusk, honestly. And then end the turn. And then see what he wants to do. Tap down his biggest threat. I don't see there's any reason to like tap down anything else than the guy. It's a 4/3, yeah. Pass. 3/3 versus 2/2 and 1/2. 1, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think you should attack in this situation. Yeah, I don't think so. He's got removal of some description, you would think. Probably an unlucky drop or whatever. Now, do I cycle the Brine Fang when I can just hard cast it next turn? If I cycle it, the Council of Echoes gets very close to being on. So I could cycle the Brine Fang here, or I could just fucking hard cast it. I think I might just hard cast it, you know. He's got to have removal of some description. I'm waiting for it. Yeah, I figured something like that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he's still going to take 3 though. If that's his only play. If he's got 2 plays, this could be ropey. Oh, he has 2. Oh my god. Oh, he has 2 plays on World Plays. Okay. Just play the Brine Fang. They're both exiles as well, which is really hard for me. It's really, really hard for me. Right, because if they were just like, Master's Guide Mirror, it makes a 4/4. That's nice. But if I can get this bloody Council of Echoes going. I feel like this is the correct play. Yeah, okay, that feels good to me. Because he's got to sacrifice something worthwhile. He's going to sacrifice that. Interesting. Why not sacrifice the -1, -4 guy? So Song of Stupefaction coming in good there. How many of those am I running? Because if I don't have that, then my removals are what, like 1 Council of Echoes, which is harder work, a Ray of Ruin, a Tiding Blade, Song of Stupefaction. I'm running 1 of those exactly. Hermetic Nautilus, fine. Okay, so he's not hitting his lands. Bounce the bat. Keep him off his lifelink, keep him off his flying blocker. Yeah, okay, but this is this puts me in a really strong spot though, because I've got a 4/4 flyer against his board. I mean, he's shown us 1, 2. He's got 3 pieces of removal so far. I've got a 4/4 flyer. Yeah, and that's this game. That was a close one. That was a close one. It was a good game. That was a very aggressive attack, but also I was. What do I do? Like, if I don't attack there, just sit and then what? You know, because then the next turn he just fires off that swing load saw blades on my 4/4. You know. And I don't end up in a better position, really. I suppose I do slightly end up in a better position. Yeah, it's hard to know. Song of Stupefaction felt really good there. You know, because I do need stuff to mill me, like, or else I'm going to be getting in trouble. Brian Fang played well there as well. Self-Reflection was fine. I could easily cut a Self-Reflection and play a Song of Stupefaction, honestly. Being able to draw some cards would be nice, but I don't feel stuck for cards, actually. What much removal have I got? Let me see. I've got like the Needle's 1, the Superfaction's 2, Deep Cavern Bat's Hand Disruption, Titan Blade's removal is 3. Then with the Echo, the Ray of Ruin. Probably have enough, honestly. Like, if I was playing a slightly more controlling deck, maybe I'd want the other Song of Stupefaction. But this deck is kind of a weird, sort of assertive blue-black deck, so I feel like it's playing better this way. If I can get one more win, I'd be very happy. You know, 3 is like where once I get to 3, I'm content. You know. But given how rusty I feel, so like I said, that's a rough start for me. It's a really rough start for me. Whoops, forgot about the land. It's a really rough start for me. But maybe he hasn't that much to follow it up with. If he drops out planes now, I'm going to vomit. Whoa, this could be rough. Icebergs are probably I can worry about it later. So that's nice at least. He gets in for 1, but I'm getting in for 1 as well, so. Visitor Dread, show me your hand. Just take out the next effective play, honestly. Not great. Council of Echoes and Guide Mirror. I'll take out the Guide Mirror, I think. Okay, so he's got no plays for a while. That's nice. And at least if I whiff. Okay, so you're making him a 2/2. I'm gonna race. Shipwreck Sentry. Okay, that's gonna stop my racing. Oh, he bend it. That's actually fair. Well, now I'm just going to Brine Fang and cycle. Give myself an island. It slows me down big time, but I can afford to be slowed down here. Council of Echoes has got 2 permanents in the yard. Now, let me see here. Do I play the Scout? Or do I play the Siren? Does the Siren helping anyway? Currently doesn't help at all. So I should probably just use my mana, play the Scout. I'll probably just trade with the Siren if I can. Okay, he didn't play anything. He might have had an unlucky drop. He's got to have some sort of play, you would think. Yeah, if he has a Cogwork Wrestler, I'm bodied, and he's gonna have a Cogwork Wrestler because he's running the frickin'. He's running the mural, like he's gonna have a Cogwork Wrestler. Okay, so I think we go Puzzle Lord first here, right? Now, if I whiff, we are in so much trouble. I need a land here. Unlucky drop. Oh, I should have known that. Sure, I should have known that. I knew he had a lucky drop, for fuck's sake. That was a poor play on my behalf. I knew he had an unlucky drop by the way that the last thing was going. But to be fair, my lands have been very unfair in this game as well. So 4 mana currently. So best play is probably Song of Stupefaction on this guy. And then Echo of Dusk has a lifelink, but he's gonna be able to tap it. Get in for 2, for 4. So probably at this point, let's just play this. No, because I can attack back if he attacks me. Yeah, that's true. No attacks. Like a siren, that's a problem. That is a problem. Is this on yet? No. So he can't bounce anything. If he attacks the Titan, he can tap 1. But I can just chump with McGree Freebird, which is exactly what I will do. Because we're playing full defense at the moment. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a problem. We are beating that. This game is over. What card does the best here? Probably the Crewmate set me up for next turn. Doesn't look great. Titan Blade. My own Siren. What do I want more though? What do I want more than Titan Blade, I think. This is rough though. Like it's like the Moodsmithy. And then what happens then? Yeah, I'm just done. Like this game is just over. This game is just over. We defossilise here just to spend the mana. Bring back the Brain Fang. 2 lands is a bit of a whiff. Alright, let's stop wasting our time here. Now, to be fair, there was very little we could have done there. Lands were very cruel to us. And then 1,000 Moodsmithy. I mean, what do you do in that situation? You know, we didn't misplay. What would have helped us there? Like nothing? I feel like nothing would have helped us there. Really. Alright, come on. Let's try and get to the 3rd win. If I can get the 3rd win, I'm happy. I'm always happy. You know. Blue-White is the best deck. He had 1,000 Moodsmithy. He had multiple Spyglass Irons. He had a Rune Lurker Bat. You know. He had a Council of Echoes, which is a strange fit in his deck, but he drew the good half of his deck, you know. And we drew fine apart from the land situation, but like, I mean, that's Magic, right? There are games in Magic you're not going to win, and we weren't going to win that game. You know, the way things lined up, we just didn't have much of a chance. Maybe I knew he had the no, I didn't know. I suspected he had the unlucky drop, so I could have played better around that. I also feel like will I keep this? I think I will. Yeah, it's a little slow. Also, just my data. I feel like we've been on the draw the entire time. Yeah, we've been on the draw the entire time. This is our 5th game on the draw. So, Greedy Freebooter was an excellent draw for us though. Okay, so we've got a blue-red deck that's got off to a very slow blue-red start, which is nice for us. They can turn it around pretty quickly if they play like a Captain Lannery now. They got nothing. Okay, that's nice for us. We also have nothing. So let's we've got 2 double blue cards. Let's just pass back to our opponent here. Okay, so we play. It's a slow deck versus a slow deck. We've got to feel like we've got the edge here. Or it's a slow deck, my slow deck versus his slow draw, I should say. That's what I wasn't hoping to see. I really was not hoping to see that. What pirate does he go for? Okay, so we keep this Siren slow down for now. This is a pretty mid blue-red deck. We're on Waterlogged Hug, so we're not in the worst shape just yet. But we do need to draw something here. Anything. Just not a land. Please, not a land. It's not what I wanted to see. Okay, well, that's... What do you do? What do you do? No attacks. He's Lattice, okay. That's a pretty good mill for him, honestly. Well, yeah, it's a pretty good mill for him. The worst I can think of here is the Dynamaton. That's a really bad, that'd be a really bad draw for us, you know, because they can play the Dynamaton, grow that to a 4/4, give it menace. Combo's Gnome is fine. It's a pretty medium card. Like, we have removal. We have a selection removal. We do need to start putting stuff in the bin, though. Yeah. Hidden White Kilo. Okay, so he's building up to something, so probably has like a Trumpeting Carnosaur, just like not a Trumpeting Carnosaur, sorry, the Seismic Monstrosaur. Probably have something like that in this deck. Yearling. It's a good card. Keep the Echo Dusk around for that. Send your 4 in. I mean, I would send my 4 in if I was you. Oh, he didn't even attack. Interesting. Wow, this is just like the worst draw we could have had, eh? We're just slowly but surely getting really outclassed here. At this point, the Greedy Freebooter will probably block the Capillanary Storm, maybe the Gnome. The Echo Dusk in front of the Yearling. And like, it's not even like he probably has some sort of trick, but I just can't afford it. I've just like, I've gone 1 drop and a 2 drop, and I've done nothing for turns, but more or less done nothing for like 3, 4, 5 turns. I've shut down the Sentry for a little while. Trying to keep my life total high. The problem is I'm in such a bad spot here. You know, there's so many tricks he could have. Now, we've been on the draw 5 games. That's tough. Okay, that is a lot better than this. I get a Scry 1. I do not want a land. Get that out of Get a land out of here. A Rascal Puzzledor. If I play a land, play a Rascal Puzzledor. I could defossilize back something good. I can't imagine that's the correct play. Oh no, I could have kept the Rascal Puzzledor because I have the treasure. I would have had 1 extra land. But then I would have had to activate the Puzzledor. That's no use to me. Now I have 7 mana. Am I defossilizing back anything good? Not really. So let's just play the 4/4. He has a trick because he was debating using it last turn, so I gotta be careful. Probably has a Cogwork Wrestler, so. Unlucky drop. Oh, please don't. What do you do in that situation? Like, no matter what I do, I'm getting bodied. Do I want to draw that again? Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do. Sometimes they just have it all, and you end up on the wrong side of it. You know, like another sentry's not going to do anything for now. No, so now he gets to put a counter on. He gets to attack the sentry. I'm taking 5. So I'm taking so much damage. Spinning around is kind of smart, but it also means that, like, I'm just going to replay this kind of stuff. I don't understand. I don't think there's anything better I can do. And now, no matter what, I just die as well. That's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking. So we got a Siren and we got a Defossilate, so I got to hope to hit something good here. Because I need the blocker. Simple as. And I got to block the Nautilus because it can be a 4/1. Okay, and I got to hope to hit something good here. So I got a 4/4 here. If he doesn't have an artifact, he can't even attack. He can just send in Captain Anarchy Storm. Okay, so that's good for me. So now I'm just dead, right? Like, there's no way I live. I just take 7 over here. Yeah. Feck's sake. No, there's genuinely nothing I could have done about that. Like, honestly. There's nothing I could have done about that. I just got, you know. Games like that are so frustrating. The only thing I could have done better is build my deck better, you know. You know, I could have gone harder into the Descend archetype, but then I'm taking out a lot of good cards to do that. Just didn't work. It just did not work at all. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.